According to Vauxhall, 25% of British motorists have driven an Astra at some point in their lives, and the UK is also the Astra's biggest market in Europe. Now in its 7th generation, Vauxhall says it's been working on this new hatchback from as early as 2009. But what have those 5 or so years meant for the Astra? Well, it's clearly had a design revamp on the outside. It's now smaller on the outside but bigger on the inside. It's up to 200 kilograms lighter than its predecessor. It has a host of new technology, and its chassis has been specifically designed to deal with UK roads. But is that enough to challenge the likes of the Ford Focus and Volkswagen Golf? Let's take a look. The big difference in here from an aesthetic point of view is the new dashboard layout. Now, trying to find buttons on the old Astra was a bit like doing a word search, but thankfully Vauxhall has rectified this with a new, simpler, cleaner dashboard layout, and it's sort of sliced into 3 easy to digest sections. A key addition to the fascia is this new reworked IntelliLink system, which is intended to give a tablet-like feel. Now this comes kitted up to the eyeballs with map and music functionality with things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, aircon, cruise control and a 7-inch touchscreen do come as standard, but we've got what is expected to be the best-selling model, which is the SRI. Now, this comes with a host of driver assist features like lane keep assist, also comes with a leather-wrapped steering wheel and Vauxhall's new OnStar system. So, what is OnStar? Well, it enables the car with 4G Wi-Fi capabilities, giving you the choice to either utilise these functions while being in the car or via the smartphone app. So let's say you're unfortunate enough to have a crash or a collision on the road, then the SOS feature will kick in and someone from Vauxhall's HQ will be able to speak to you while you're still in the car. And if you don't respond, then they can act accordingly and call an ambulance. You can also press this blue OnStar button, which connects you to Vauxhall's call centre. And from here, they can ping you over locations for nearby attractions, or they can give you diagnostic information on the car. Let's say if a light appears on the dash and you're not quite sure what it means. Vauxhall says that you can even call OnStar if you're going home at night and you feel a little lonely and you need someone to talk to. Now, let me just jump out and show you some of the features you can use on the My Vauxhall app. So, firstly, you can remotely lock the car from anywhere in the world. You can also activate the light and the horn. You can also check things like oil levels and tyre pressure. And if you suspect that your car's been stolen, you can actually request that the ignition be turned off. And I just thought, Andy's actually taking this tonight, one of our other journalists. I could have a bit of fun with the sound of the horn if he's asleep. So, it's impressive on the tech side, and jump in the back space is pretty impressive as well. I mean, there's plenty of leg and headroom to keep most people happy. And thanks to this small hump in the middle, it's pretty easy to move about here as well. Happy days. The boot has 370 litres, which is far better than the Ford Focus and a tad under the Volkswagen Golf. However, this large lip means lifting like the shopping bags in is going to be a bit of a pain. When you fold the seats down, you get this large lip here, which for family car buyers is going to be a bit annoying if you're sliding any long furniture in. From launch, all engines are turbocharged, with almost 10 different variants to choose from, including 1 litre and 1.4 litre turbo petrols. But we have the 134 brake horsepower, 1.6 litre Whisper diesel, which is expected to be the best seller. The diesel is happier on the motorway, and depending on what trim you go for, it'll emit as low as 99 grams per kilometre and return a claimed average of up to 70 miles per gallon. You will have to work this 6-speed manual gearbox quite hard though if you venture onto a hilly country road. The Astra's greatest improvements though are with its drive. Now, I spoke to Horst Bormann, the boffin behind the Astra chassis, and he told me how they'd honed it to offer a nice balance between the comfort of the Golf and the fun factor of the Focus. Now, although the setup is slightly on the firm side, it does deal with lumps and bumps easily. But is the firmness worth it? Well, in short, yes it definitely is. Throw the Astra into a corner and it feels well planted with little body roll and good levels of grip, certainly noticeably better than the last model. The steering feels much sweeter as well, and yes, it does lack a little feedback, certainly at lower speeds, but it is genuinely fun to drive, and I actually think that the faster you go, the more engaging it becomes. One last thing worth mentioning are the new auto adjust matrix headlights, which are fitted as an option on this model. Now, these basically shut off parts of the high beams so that you don't blind other drivers on the road, but they still manage to give you good levels of visibility. It's actually rather entertaining to watch. The new Astra starts from $15,295, meaning it's slightly less than the outgoing model, and it sits in between its Ford and VW rivals. The OnStar system I mentioned earlier also comes with 12 months free unlimited online data. So it's fun to drive, it's tech savvy, it's good looking, and it's fairly practical. But the big word there is fun, because let's be honest, fun isn't a word you'd usually associate with the Astra. But Vauxhall has pulled it off, and given those after a hatchback a real head scratcher. So, what would you go for? The Astra, the Focus, the Golf, or something else? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. To research your next car and find great deals, visit carkeys.co.uk, and to watch more reviews, click one of the links at the end of the video.